Good morning, folks. Keeping it fairly simple here today. We'll look at some solar activity and drop a nerve-bending fact from Solar Orbiter that really ought to put into perspective how lucky we are here on Earth. Let's start with the events on our star over the last 24 hours. Several more M-class flares, mostly at the limbs, small pops associated. And then this morning, while those in the USA slept, a solid flare-driven CME appears to have occurred at one of the Earth-facing active regions. We'll go ahead and show that several times here as we zoom in. You see the small flash of the flare and the coronal disruption indicating that it released plasma. The timing matches up perfectly with the CME that is visible on SOHO, a halo eruption. While this is not titanic or scary, does appear to be Earth-directed. Enlil spirals and official forecasts don't exist yet. We'll be looking for confirmation of this forecast here today. The other thing we're focusing on is the major flare on the Farside from 2 days ago. You may recall we showed this event and assured you it was indeed a Farside eruption, a big one coming off the other side of the sun facing away from Earth. Well, the Solar Orbiter happens to be over there right now and caught the data of the flare. It's being reported by Dr. Young, one of my favorite people at NASA, and the readings suggest it was an X14 flare, with possible error range being from X7 to X30. That is huge. Folks, that record-breaking solar storm back in May was from X1s and X2s. If that big flare had been in the mix, it would have taken out power grids. Heck, if it was X30, it may have been able to do so all by itself. We're very lucky this wasn't aimed at Earth, and even luckier it didn't happen during the Great May solar storm sequence. Probably wouldn't be having this conversation right now if it did, and the planet would be in even more chaos than the clown world we're experiencing. Thank our lucky stars once again, folks. Lastly, there are only 4 days left to get in on our documentary on the Earth disaster cycle. We have hit our goal, but are still hoping to get enough funding to create all of the most important models we'll need to get you the proper visualizations. We'll be talking with global experts and laying out what's about to happen to Earth in the best way it's ever been done. Put your mark on history and claim your reward at our Kickstarter today. Time is running out. We greatly appreciate your support. We'll do this all again tomorrow, right here, but right now at 6 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open, no fear. Be safe, everyone.